Welcome to the Super Expander podcast. My name is Corrine Phelps, your host. I'm a business and growth coach, money mindset expert, and a multi-passionate entrepreneur. My journey has taken me all over, from working in finance to owning a boutique fitness studio. I found myself burnt out, miserable, and questioning everything. Saying things to myself like, there's got to be more to life than this. Refusing to settle for a mediocre existence, I went all in, learning how to harness untapped potential and rewire the subconscious mind to create an extraordinary life. The last 10 years have been a crash course in self-love, building a business, creating community, building wealth, and doing what it takes to just freaking go for it. My mission is to help you align to your purpose, rewire your subconscious to support your big dreams and vision, and create a life that you're absolutely obsessed with. So sit back, tune in, and prepare to expand. Hello, and welcome back, my Super Expander loves. How are you? How are you doing? I just want to tell you how grateful I am for you tuning in and listening, because it wouldn't be a podcast if it wasn't for you. So heart is filled with gratitude for you on a continual basis. And I just want you to know that. So I'm picking up where I left off last time, which was in Bali. I think I left my heart in Bali, to tell you the truth. Daydreaming about going back. And in fact, I already know that I'm going back definitely next August for sure. And who knows, maybe before then. I was so excited to not only be there for the breathwork retreat, but my dear friend Bonnie Faye lives there, and I had such a special opportunity to spend about 4 full days with her, and it was just pure magic. She took me on so many adventures, showed me so many different things, and it was just really nice to hang out with a girlfriend. It was super nice. So, Bonnie, if you're listening, I love you. Thank you. Grateful for you. Something really special about Bali, outside of the fact that it's literally a spiritual mecca. There are energy lines there, which are the faults that are underneath of the earth. There's like a lot, I think of 4 separate plates, which makes it a very, very energetically powerful place to manifest. And you really can feel it. You can truly feel it. Like if you've ever been to Sedona and been in the vortexes there, it's very similar in Bali. The energy, it's actually stronger. And during one of our breath works, there was an actual earthquake, and we are certain that it was our breath work that called it up, that we were conjuring so much energy, so much heart opening during that moment, because it was truly during the heart opening part that it happened, that we made the earth shake. But something else that's really magical about Bali is the people. The people of Bali are so genuinely happy and nice, and just, I don't know, it's infectious. I was in awe of it, actually. They are just genuinely happy and loving and kind, and they go out of their way to look you in your eye, to speak to you, to make you feel seen, to make you feel heard, to make you feel special. So funny story before I dive into the rest of my lessons. I was leaving the one hotel I was staying at to go from Ubud to Uluwatu, and it's about a 2-hour drive. And so I had a driver taking me, and my driver decided to bring his wife on the ride, it was sweet and cute and fun. And so we're on the way there, and he's like, are you hungry? And he's like, let's go get you some lunch. So he takes me on this adventure to go eat lunch at this seafood place on the beach. And I decided I was going to take he and his wife to lunch. So I bought lunch for them, and they were, oh my gosh, they were just completely blown away, which really just felt good. It felt really good to treat them just for no good reason other than I was going to treat them, right? Just, makes you feel good. So we sit down into this seafood lunch, which was a crazy spread of food the prices are just crazy. It was, I think, like $80 for so much food for 3 of us, where back here in the States, that definitely would have been like 3 times that. And while we're sitting on the beach, this band comes up and just starts singing and playing music for us several songs, which was just super special and so fun. And from there, when we leave after lunch and we head back out on the road, I'm thinking I'm going to my hotel now. The driver decided he wanted to show me some of the sights. He's like, you've got to go see this temple. And he took me to this beautiful temple on these cliffs overlooking the water in Uluwatu. And it was, I probably wouldn't have seen it if he didn't take me there. And it was such a special place. There was a fire dance. So I got to see a fire dance, which was so cool. And then from there, I was dying to see the Bulgari resort. And so he took me over to tour it. And of course, once I toured it, I knew that I had to stay there. And so I ended up booking 2 nights to stay there so that I could anchor in the wealthiest version of myself. But this hotel, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, it's like on the cliffs, overlooking the water. It was just stunning. And so he took me there and said that I needed to inspect it to see if I wanted to stay there. It was such an adventure. And then he finally, after basically spending the entire day with me, took me over to the hotel. And I was just thinking that like zero chance here in the United States that any Uber driver or taxi driver ever would have done something like that. So also one of my lessons is just how generous the people are in Bali and restoring, I think, just your faith in humanity and how wonderful humans actually are and can be. So, all right. So diving back in, picking up where we left off. I have a question for you. Have you joined the Super Expander free mentorship community? If not, what are you waiting for? Stop what you're doing right now and text the word mentor to 202-918-3235. Text the word mentor to 202-918-3235. I send out weekly tips and inspiration to help you grow your business, to step into your wealthiest, most highest self, to harness your full potential and live an exceptional and extraordinary life. And the best part is, it's really me sending those messages. So text me, say hello, and send me your questions. Lesson number 6. So we spend most of our days longing for an easy life, but what we truly want is a purposeful life. That was one of my learnings, one of my lessons. You start thinking about it, we sit there and we think that, we want to have more money so things can be easy, so we can have freedom. We want a strategy or a system to make the thing easier. We want to win $1 million. We want to just get the promotion. We want to hurry up and do the thing, have the thing. And it doesn't matter if we had it, if we were given it in that very moment, you still wouldn't be happy. You wouldn't be happy because we would be on to the next thing. And when you peel back all of the layers of all of it, it is not the wealth, it is not the abundance, it's not the material things that we are in search of. It is truly purpose. And when you start to live in your purpose, live from your purpose, it's literally everything starts to shift. All the things that you want, they just start to happen for you, but it doesn't even matter anymore. It's like, could you imagine ever feeling so whole that you want for nothing? So whole that you just don't even want anything else. You don't need anything else. That's what starts to happen when we start to live from our purpose. Yeah, deep, right? So my next lesson, boundaries are not walls, but the gates that we get to open up when alignment is present. So boundaries is something that I have struggled with, primarily in a place of feeling guilt, right? So having a boundary and when you uphold it, feeling guilty. And so not always standing firm in it, like communicating your boundary, like, no, I won't do this thing. And then someone making you feel bad for it or guilty. And then deciding that you're going to bend and your boundary to accommodate them. And ultimately then you feel angry, upset, resentful, all of the things. And the cycle there is really, really bad. And so when you start to really look at boundaries as the gatekeeper of alignment, and that you get to open them when alignment is present, it was a huge reframe for me. The boundaries are the walls that really protect the garden in which that we are building, right? That we're attending to, protecting our dreams, our purpose. So in that, I'm going to challenge you to start thinking about your boundaries that way and asking yourself, where is it that you need to tighten up your boundaries to start to uphold them? And with that reframe, how much easier that starts to become. Your breath is the bridge between your conscious mind and your body. It's kind of like we talked about this in the last episode too, but it's a little bit different. So this is number 8. Your breath is the bridge between your conscious mind and your body. And your breath is the only life force rhythm in your body you have conscious control over, and that you can allow by choice to run on autopilot, or you can consciously control. So let that sink in. It is the only life force rhythm in your body that you can choose to control or choose to let run on autopilot, which is really metaphorical for life, for our life, truly a metaphor for life. We can either choose to wake up and actively live our life, to be present and aware in as many moments as we possibly can, or we can go into a default and be on autopilot, which is really the defining difference between having a mediocre existence and a life well lived. When that message came through for me, I was like, oh, zinger, right? Wow. And it's just a continual process of remembering and like reminding yourself to stay awake, to stay conscious, to be in control, right? We have control of so little things, but we do have control of our breath. We have control of our awareness, to be aware and to not run on autopilot. We get to choose. We get to do the work. All right, number 9. We confuse the desire to be seen and heard with our desire to be felt. As human beings, what we truly desire is for someone to like feel us, really feel us and get us. So it's not being seen and heard. It's truly to feel who we are. And last, breath work isn't really about breath work. It's about relating to emotions, experiences, self, others, and our environment. Truly is. So we think that going into a breathwork experience is about the breathing. And the breathing is just the vehicle to connect, to create that connection, to relate to the feelings and our past experiences, to almost be an interpreter for us of ourself, our others, and the environment. So those were, I think I had even more lessons, but I tried to package it up into those 10. Those were the 10 most potent, powerful lessons I learned while away, while breathing a lot, while traveling, while experiencing and like really living. And the reminder to me too inside of that is how much, and this is every time I travel, which is why I'm obsessed with traveling. And the fact that I have created a business that I can work from anywhere in the world is that when we get outside of our normal natural environment, the amount of that, like how quickly and efficiently you can get work done and then have so much time to actually live life. Like that's like what life is really meant to be, is to do the work that we want to do in our purpose, to bring the impact, to bring that sort of value to the world. And then also have this space to like truly experience. And that's actually a piece of our work, because all of that gets to come back and flow into the work that we do, into our purpose. You can't even separate the two of them. And so it's really part of the reason I love to travel. And I guess that was a bonus lesson, number 11. Thank you for listening, my friends. I will catch you on the next episode. If you like what you heard, stop, drop, and leave a 5-star review and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And as always, sharing is caring, so snap a pic and share this episode with another super expander.